Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nusa Capital coming to you on a warm afternoon from the Southern Hemisphere. Ladies and gentlemen, did we have an interesting weekend this weekend? Wow. Oh my God. What an interesting weekend. And for many of us in crypto, it was something and a half. It's an interesting and a half, ladies and gentlemen, because of the dramatic change and shift that we got. First, we got days of the cryptocurrency just coming all the way down, and then that sudden blast up on Sunday afternoon, only to find that the following day it blasted downwards and it's still going downwards. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's just get back into our rough and ready crypto analysis. As you all know, it's always rough and ready, very quick, not in-depth analysis. I mean, we could do that, but let's just look at it very quickly. Anyway, we start as usual with Bitcoin. And if you remember, we had around this area here, we had an area of demand, which it has broken through. And what has happened was that things were going down all of a sudden. I remember on Sunday afternoon, actually, I had a quick look at the charts and I thought, oh, nothing's going on. So I went about the rest of my afternoon. And then someone said to me, somebody called me and said, are you looking at Bitcoin? I said, what's going on? I opened up and I saw this right nasty big green candle. I said, holy cow, what the hell's going on? But as we find out, it turns out that Mr. Trump, el presidente de los Estados Unidos, said, well, we're going to have a Bitcoin, strategic Bitcoin reserve, and we're going to look at something called the strategic crypto reserve. And they want to kind of use what they call made in America cryptos, something like, and I think we've got, they're looking at Solana, SUI, HBAR, Link, XLM, XRP, ADA, and a few others. I'm trying to remember other ones. I can't remember. Anyway, these are the ones that they want to build into the strategic crypto reserve, the strategic SCR. And then we're going to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which is going to be strictly Bitcoin, but we shall see what happens over time. Anyway, to go on to the analysis proper, remember what I said about these areas here. I have mentioned this to you many times. Look at that. I mentioned that. Do you see the difference in the volume up here, down here, and here? When you see areas like this, there is a danger of the price of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency going up, down very, very quickly. Look at the green candle, how quickly it went up, and look at how quickly it's coming down. And it's still coming down. The bloodletting probably is not over yet. But this is what I'm telling you. When you see this, be wary. And that's why, if you remember in my last analysis video, I was telling everybody to be very wary. We should still be wary now. If you looking at this, just a moment, let me get rid of that. Okay. So, looking at this area here, the next area of demand is right down here, which is at about, let's see. Oh, there are two areas actually. There are two areas of demand which overlap. The one we're looking at is between 66 and 69,000. So approximately 70,000 up here somewhere. Now remember, I've treated things out and I've said things. And I've always talked about 70,000, 70,000, 70,000. Well, don't be surprised if we see something like that. And now if you look at the liquidation maps, here, this is for Bitcoin. Excuse me. First on Binance, and then of course the cumulative amount of liquidation over Binance, OKX, and Bybit. And you can see that we are skewed. We're kind of right skewed. Look at this area here. These are all for the shorts, and these are the longs. And the same thing has happened here. It's mostly for the shorts here, and these are the longs. So I actually tweeted something out and asking, I said, where are all the longs? Where have all the longs gone? You can see that people don't have much faith in going long anymore. And that's why you can see so many shorts here. And people are taking longer positions to set up their futures. So we shall see what happens over there. Anyway, as I said, there's still, based on this area here, there's still a danger. We can come all the way down to 70,000 if care is not taken. I don't think we're going to get there, but who knows? You never know with these things. Remember, we're dealing in what? Probabilities. Let's have a look at the Ichimoku. And Ichimoku tells us in no uncertain terms, this is definitely bearish. That's our cloud here. Now beginning to have an incline down to the to downward level here. We've got our Kijun-sen above the Tenkan-sen, and we've got our Chikou span running free. So watch out for that. We're not out of the woods yet. There's still time for it to go lower, but we shall see what happens over time. Okay. That's Ichimoku. Let's hide that. Let's quickly look at Binance. And here's Binance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, plenty of volume in the volume profile. This is just not, it's all over the place here. Let's have a quick look at the weekly. Overall, this is almost looking sideways type of trade, up and down, no particular direction. Look at the volume profile on the weekly. It's not that heavy, which means that the price ranges can move up and down very quickly. As I've always told you, there's not much volume. It doesn't have to have that emptiness like you've got here. You can see that here. So it doesn't have to be that exactly, but always watch out when you look at the weekly and you see this. It tells you, indirectly that prices also can move up and down very quickly. Let's go back to our daily chart. Two areas of supply. These are areas of selling there, and this has come lower. Remember, it was up here. Now it's down here. The price is currently that's about 567. Look at the volume here. Not too bad. It's sparse, but not too bad. Not as bad. And there's an area of demand here, right down between 471 and 509. So I'll keep an eye on that. It's already tested this area here. Don't be surprised if it comes back and tests it. And then we look at the Ichimoku. And what's happening with the Ichimoku? Okay, there we go. Quite ugly, as you can see. Still flirting between up and above the cloud, although this is bearish. Look at the Chikou span just sneaking out of the price action there. And we've got Kijun-sen above the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, excuse me. And clouds trading sideways here. So it's just flat. When you see something flat, then you know that this is, you see these type of things like flat, that means price is trading sideways. This is definitely bearish, although quite ugly, as you can see. And look at the mess. Look at the price action. Look at it. It's just goddamn ugly. No question about that. Although Binance, we've been doing that because from the beginning, but Binance does not have the same level of significance as others compared with Bitcoin, of course. It doesn't. So let's look at Ethereum very quickly. Now, Ethereum, I'm sure many of you have heard that Ethereum is just a bit of a mess. I mean, look at it, it's lower highs and lower lows, trading downwards. Look at areas of supply, 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of supply. And the areas of demand are right down here. I mean, come on, look at that area of demand. Something like, let's see, 1984 to about 2073. I mean, it's just ugly. This is just horrible. Ethereum has not done very well at all. It has not done well for its token holders. And I think if you ask me, there's going to be more pain to come. If you followed some of the on-chain stuff, you would have found that there's a lot of people that have pivoted from Ethereum to Solana. Solana is where it's at the moment. But we've heard things from Vitalik Buterin talking about what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and make things on Ethereum cheaper. But you must remember that the L2s, like Polygon, Arbitrum, and others have become like cannibalizers of Ethereum itself. It's getting some revenue, but not that good. Let's look at the Ichimoku. This is definitely going to be bearish, but let's just have a look, and that's just the confirmation. Look at our cloud. Is an incline there. Kinji-sen is still above the Tenkan-sen. Chikou-span running free. Everything under the cloud. This is definitely very strongly bearish. And holders should, keep an eye out. I mean, I can tell you that I still have some Ethereum, disclaimer or disclosure, I beg your pardon. I do have, not disclaimer, disclosure. I do have some Ethereum, but I've been pivoting over time over to Solana. I must say, not financial advice, of course. It's always good to hold something, but let's move to the faster horses. Okay. Next, we shall look at Solana. And Solana in recent times has just been, also goddamn ugly. It also had that massive move up. If you are lucky enough to have put some, taken some limit buys, I took a limit buy on Solana at about 130. It went down to about 127, I think it was, before it started going back up. So I was quite happy about that. Volume profile fairly even. 3 areas here of supply. Area of demand is way down, as you can see there. Let's do that so we can see it. There we go. 2 areas of demand down here, and that's even between 90 and 100. I mean, so that's way down. Look at that area. Look at that area of look at the volume profile here. Whoa! If it breaks this area here, which is about 120, we could be in trouble if care is not taken. But the thing is, things are happening on Solana. A lot of things are happening on Solana. Finance is coming very soon. Things are bound to pick up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an opportunity to accumulate. No financial advice, of course. But if there's one coin that you should be accumulating, Solana is one of them. Bitcoin is also giving you an opportunity. I think, just going back to Bitcoin very quickly, I think if you don't take up that opportunity now, we're probably not going to get these prices ever again. Many people have said, because of the action of many market maker, we're not going to see prices rise anytime soon. The same can also be said of Solana here with what is going on. If we throw on the Ichimoku, look at that, the cloud inclined, Kinji-sen above the Tenkan-sen, Chikou-span running free, everything under the cloud, definitely bearish. But this is, in a way, it's a good thing, because if you want to accumulate some Solana, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. Remember, some time ago, I talked about Solana. Things were good by accumulating under $200. This is an opportunity for you to accumulate between 120 and about 140 at the moment. Although there's no sign of it going down to about 120, but it has come down to about 126. Remember, we're dealing with probabilities and nothing is impossible. But like I said, this is one of those tokens that is very solid, and a fantastic opportunity awaits if you can take advantage. Okay, let's move on to Sui, another good one. Again, a series of lower highs and lower lows. Volume profile fairly even, not too bad. We have 3 areas of supply here, 1 area of demand down here, something between 177 and 196. I think it's the same one that we saw last time. You see again, you see that area here? You see that? Like I've always told you, look at that area here again. You see that? You see the sparseness? You see how easily the the price action moved? You've got to watch these things very closely, or else if you see that, be very cautious. Again, it's also an opportunity for you to accumulate at this area here. Now, we may see, it's broken this area here. We may see something like, let's have a look. Let's see. We may get there at about 221. I wouldn't be surprised, because it's broken this area here of, what's this area here? This area there of 239. It's broken that, as you can see. So I won't be surprised if it comes all the way down to about 221, 220. Nothing should surprise you. Again, as I said, we're dealing with probabilities. SUI is very good technology of the future. Probably would rival Solana sometime in the future, but not at the moment. However, this is a time for you to accumulate. It's still quite cheap. It's under $3. I think I said at one time anything under $5. I think I said in one of the previous videos. It's now under $3. Accumulate. Again, no financial advice, but if you're interested in this token, it's an opportunity for you to actually accumulate some. Okay, let's look at our Ichimoku again. That probably confirm again, as you can see. Our cloud there at an incline going downwards. Kinjin Sen above the Tenkan Sen. Chiku span running free. Price actions, a series of highs, lower highs and lower lows. Everything here under the cloud. Definitely bearish. But again, another bearish, I will call it a bearish opportunity. For the brave among you, if you can put some money together, get some of your dry powder out. Get some of this stuff. No financial advice, of course, but I wouldn't dare try to tell you what to do with your money, but this is an opportunity for you. Okay. Now, let's look at, okay, we've done that. Let's have a quick look at Moodeng. I've always done, as traditionally always done. We've always done this. That's Moodeng for you there, as you can see. Series of lower highs and lower lows, and that's been trading sideways now since the 6th of February. Today is now the 4th of March, almost a month now. Still trading sideways. An area of, if you believe in this, as I've said to you before, an area of accumulation. It actually fell a little bit to about, in this area here, to about 4 cents 68. I can't see this thing falling that much. It has not come down to zero here, to about 1 cent. That's the lowest of its low. I don't think it's going to get to 1 cent. This is something that you can accumulate. Let's just put on the Ichimoku just to keep showing again. Definitely bearish. Look at that cloud. Look at the incline of the cloud. Kinjin above Tenkan Sen, Chiku span running free. Ladies and gentlemen, definitely bearish. Something to watch for the long term. It is going to be a great opportunity for those who buy here at the moment and sell at these areas of supply. So that's something to look forward to if you are inclined to trade Moodeng. And finally, WIF. WIF is also trading sideways. 4 areas of supply here. 1, 2. There's an overlap here, which means this area is quite strong. And this is the 3rd, and this is the 4th here. Falling profile fairly even. Look at that C area here again. You see that? And you can see how easily things just slice right through those areas. Like I told you, going up or down, price action will go very quickly through those areas. This has been somewhat trading sideways. It's tried to got some action going, which is falling back down. For those of you in WIF, you're going to have a long-term view. If you bought at a higher price and it has fallen, you're going to have to be very patient. Buying at this area here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of supply where you can sell and make your profits. So, again, using the Ichimoku, as you can see, cloud has an incline there. Kinjin Sen above Tenkan Sen. Chiku span running free, although close to the price action. Everything under the cloud, definitely bearish. And possibly an opportunity to accumulate some of the WIF if you are so inclined. Well, things have been brutal on the crypto markets. I will always tell people, invest in quality. I've been saying this and I'll continue to say it to you. Invest in quality, invest in quality, invest in quality. That's what you should do and nothing else. When you invest in some of these weird coins or coins that without any utility and things drop, things can look quite ugly. Now, we never know. Things like Moodeng, WIF, and everything could go up sometime in the future. We don't know. But I've always said, invest in quality, invest in quality, invest in quality. There's no other way to put it. Anyway, that's me. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes and ears open and your trading sharp. Have a good one. Bye.